So our first comic tonight, because I guess I don't fucking count, do I? Our next comic tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got a little tingling in my bottom, thanks to that. All right, our next comic tonight is Josh McDonald, Josh has the Twitter handle of Josh McDonald USA. Josh, where are you? What, are you confused with Josh McDonald Nigeria? He was voted one of the top comedians on Reddit by Guyism.com, and he's performing at Magooby's in Baltimore on November 14th. So if you're in Baltimore, that area, check him out. He's got some good tweets, and here's a couple that I'm going to steal tonight. Quote, "If there's a God, I look like he was just kidding." And my next favorite one was, and this is a personal one, "The American equivalent to the Chinese finger trap is the wedding ring." Let's give it up for Josh McDonald, everybody. Welcome, Josh.
Hey, thanks. Hey, don't you guys feel like he was just a motivational speaker that was like, you know, fuck it, today's the day. Today's the fucking day, guys. There's gonna be feedback. Anyway, anybody drinking? Fucking, yeah, me too, fucking me too. And I didn't see, I don't know, I didn't pay attention because there's like a billion, but do you guys have Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yeah.
One time I was drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, and I was so drunk I was reading the can, and on the can it says, voted America's #1 beer in 1893. Holy shit, beer's gotten better since 1893. You know what I'm saying? What the hell else was on that ballot? Pabst takes the lead. Second place goes to Charlie's Barley in a Bowl. The only beer you have to pick out of your fucking teeth. I love to drink, but I hate being around those people who drink and forget that it's a drug that you should kind of be ashamed of, you know what I mean? You're around those people that are like, oh dude, it's beer 30, time to drink. I'm like, dude, it's still a drug, you can't do that. You can't be, dude, it's crack 05. It's light it up. It's crack 06. Yeah, crack takes up a lot more freaking time than alcohol. Thank you guys for coming out. Give yourself a round of applause. And a lot of people who came from far away. Give a hand for the people who have, I'm one of those people. I can see these ladies looking at me like, that's a sexy fat man. That's true. I have what they call a gourmet face and a golden corral body. All you need. It's true. They're laughing because it's true. It sucks because when you look like you have a decent face and a bad body, people are like, Josh, you know, you look great if you just lost the weight. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. You'd be a decent person if you weren't a fucking asshole. You know? It's like mean to say to someone. But I try, not really. That's the thing. Like, when people see those big, really big, morbidly obese guys, they're like, oh, that's his struggle. You see a dude like me, you're like, that man just does not care about himself. Which is not true. I do care about me. I just care more about, like, Twinkies and stuff. Sort of shit, you know? Watch it, you. I don't know where to stand. Out here, apparently. I need a drink. You know what you never see? Plus-size male models. Like men that are plus. You never see that.
Plus size.
He's talking about his dong, everybody. Call attention to the dong. Anyway, you don't see him, and the reason why is because a woman who has a pretty face, you know, and she's half naked can look attractive, you know. A dude that looks like me, his own mother would be like, honey, put your shirt back on. Your stretch marks look like bacon. This is a pool party for your sister. You knew we were going to have company. I said, keep it under wraps, chubby. Thank you, guys. I am big. I have a favorite food. It's terrible. Surprise there. Hot dogs. Anybody else like hot dogs? It's American. That's why I'm Josh McDonald, fucking USA. That's why right there. Hot dog. No, but it was weird. I love Hebrew national hot dogs. Anybody else like those? They're great. But I don't feel like they're Jewish enough, you know? Need to be more Jewish, more kosher. That's why I think to avoid any confusion, they should just call them Anne Franks. might not be too good. I mean, the commercials would be weird, like Anne Frank's. Sometimes they're hard to find. But when I finally do find one, I like my Anne Frank's just a little bit charred. You guys know your history. Give it up for yourself for that. I can't tell by looking at me. I'm from West Virginia. It's weird. Yeah, West Virginia. What's that? That's exactly how those people act all the time. The thing is, though, when you're from West Virginia, I go to big cities like New York and stuff, and Baltimore, and I go there, people are always like, Josh, you must not be used to all these homeless people. I'm like, no, dude. West Virginia has homeless people, too. They're just fucking people, dude. That's how that works. Why do they have black all over that? It's not blackface. They are coal miners. That's what those people do. I hate it when people, like I was talking about earlier, they say things that are wrong and they don't realize it. Like, I'm sure all of us are guilty of this. When people say OCD, like it's not a disorder, you go around, you go to their house, their stuff's all neat and in place. Like, I'm sorry, just really OCD about my things. You know, like, no, it's a disorder. You know, like people can't come over to my house, dishes are all stacked up, floors all dirty. I'm like, sorry, I'm just really autistic about doing the dishes. Sorry, I'm late for the meeting, boss. Really, Alzheimer's about meetings. It's just offensive when you say it like that. But OCD's okay. Did you guys have a good Halloween? That's good. I did. I went to a costume party and saw a lot of women dressed slutty. And I saw a woman dressed as a slutty nurse and I got sad. I was like, man, she just had some respect for herself. Worked a little bit harder. She could dress as a slutty doctor. Anybody believe in ghosts in here? Yeah, I can't. I'll tell you why. There's a logical part of it that I don't get. Like, whenever anyone sees a ghost, they always say they were dressed in, like, old-timey clothes. They were just dressed in, like, you know, just plain old 18th century clothes. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean clothes can't die. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, that's something that was made by a person that they wore. Like, that has no soul. My point is, if anyone sees a ghost, they should be like, it was bare-ass naked, dude, just run. It was in the house, just running, naked as shit. It should be, and if it's not, let's pray that that's not true. Let's pray that people who die with unfinished business aren't stuck in the clothes that they wore when they die, because that means someone in the 90s with unfinished business is stuck forever wearing a New Kids on the Block t-shirt with fucking crimped hair. It's like, yep, we knew it was RJ what was haunting the house because he had that Dale Earnhardt Jr. t-shirt on. Still on. Just banging pots around like he did when he was alive. You never paid for anything, RJ. Get the hell out of my house. We need an exorcist. This son of a bitch owes me money. Give me your ghost money, bastard. Come on. Anyway, I don't know what ghosts spend money on. Oh, if you're Catholic, they spend it on getting into heaven. So that works. I'm gonna get out of here, but thank you guys for coming. I gotta say one more thing. It's people that tan too much. You see that? And here's the thing: they overdo it, and then they pick on people for being pale, even though it's proven too much tanning causes cancer, you know? If you think about that, that's just like someone who smokes meth just bragging about the fact that they have, like, no teeth. You know what I mean? Like, look at this motherfucker here with all his bicuspids. Bet his teeth don't even bleed when he chews his steak, neither. I'm Josh McDonald. You guys have a good night.